Hello everyone, here we go. It is Friday night. My name is Linda Dolke and I'm a demonstrator with Stampin' Up! In Australia. And tonight, being Friday, is sketch night. So I can see we have a good crowd here already. Hey Denise, how are you? How was the work? How was work the last couple of days? You got through it, I hope? I know you've had a busy week. Hey Nairi, hi Monique, hi Susie. Hey Margaret, how are you? I hope things are going better. Lorraine is here. Hello, hello. Hey Roz. Hey Roz, it must be very late over there right now. You're up late tonight. Hey Kerry, nice to see you. We have a good crowd. Who have I missed? I've missed a few. Barbara, hello, hello. Just looking to see if I've missed anyone else. I know I have. Susie, I think I said your name before, but I can't remember for sure, so I'll say it again. And I was just chatting to an old friend of mine. When I say old, I don't mean she's old. I mean a friend I've had for a long time. That's more accurate. We used to work together, like even before I was married, way, 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 way back. And before I was married the first time, so really way back. It was just lovely to catch up with her. She's living in Melbourne now, and it was lovely chatting about all the things. It was really lovely. She's a lovely friend. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? Janine is here. Hello, hello. I know I've missed people. I'm so sorry. Hello, Linda. All right, let's get started. It is sketch night, but here's the interesting thing. I'm going to show you in our book, we're kind of out of sketches, and we've got a new catalogue starting next week. So then I'll have a fresh lot of sketches again. But here's the thing. You never run out of sketches, really. Hey, Glenda, how are you? Nice to have you with us tonight. All right, I'm going to switch over to the desk. So let's see how we go. And you might see I've added some flags. What I did was, first of all, on page 12, beg your pardon, this is where all the sketches are. And we've gradually worked our way. Now, we did skip a couple. Like I skipped this little tag, and I could come back and do a couple of these tags. But all the card size ones we've done, and we did a couple of the tags as cards as well. So we've done a lot of these. Hey, Leslie, nice to see you. Oh, thanks, Denise. Thank you. I took Denise's recommendation. She had recommended that I get my nails done at the place that she gets her nails done. And so I did, because I'm going away and I don't very often do my nails, but it's nice to have them done before a trip. So thanks. Hey, Salt Baker, nice to see you. All right. I'm hoping I'm going to remember to tell everybody the things I need to remember tonight, because there's a lot to tell you. So I'm going to get started. I tried to print out my Zoom class flyer, and unfortunately my printer is not playing nice. Actually wondering, maybe I need to unplug my printer, turn it off and turn it back on it again, and then see if that works, because I'd really like to show you the photo. But if I can't, I can send you to my blog post where the photo is. So maybe that's what I need to do instead. So let me just try and get the printer. It's turning off, and then I'll turn it back on and see if it plays nice then. But it's not responding. My printer has a mind of its own, I swear, right? All right, so the Zoom class is up on the blog. Okay, so if I can't show you a picture, then at least I can send you to where there is one. And here's the address. I'm going to pop it up on the screen so you can go check it out. This month we are doing the Sunrise Sailing Bundle. And if you are thinking to yourself, hang on a second, what's Sunrise Sailing? I didn't see that in the new catalogue. No, it's one of our online exclusives. To be honest, there's some really, really great stuff in the store that's not in the catalogue. So please don't just rely on the catalogue for your information. Go and check out the store, because there are so many more nice things in the store. And I think a few people have probably noticed that already. Hey, Sheila, lovely to have you with us. So good. Hey, Siobhan. It is hard to keep up with saying hi to everyone, right? It is really hard. Hey, Cheryl, how are you going? Katrina's here too. All right, I'm going to turn the printer back on and see if it decides to play nice, because I did want to show you the photos, but never mind. All right, so that's the first thing. Go to that blog address, lookwhatimade.com.au, and there is a photo of like a sneak peek of the Zoom cards this month. And if you are interested in doing that, there are 3 ways to get the class. The first one is buy the Sunrise Sailing Bundle from me in my online store or however you choose to do it. And you will be able to, you'll automatically be registered for the class, and I'll send you all the info. Okay. The second way is if you're in my team, you automatically get it for free. And the third way is you can purchase the class for $15. Okay. Now it will be Friday, the 30th of May, and it'll be at 2 p.m. Sydney times. Now, past Zoom classes have gone for between 90 minutes and 2 hours. So that's, you know, if you allow a couple of hours, that will give you your time. Hey, Rosalie, how are you going? Oh, I don't think I'd heard about the flooding. So that's no good, Siobhan. Did Sheila say she's okay? Oh, she's wrapped up. Oh, you're wrapped up in your hoodie. Well, that's good. I've got a jumper on tonight too. It's cold here. Guess what? My printer worked. Hooray! It's not a very bright photo of the cards, but at least you get a bit of a sneak peek. Okay, so this is the Sunrise Sailing class. I'll be making 3 cards. I really like them. I think they're really fun. This one there's 2 options for this one. It can be a standard card or it can be a window card, and I'll show you both options. And all the measurements and everything for all the pieces are in here as well. Okay, so if you are doing the class, it's handy to have that so you can have all your pieces ready to go because I've given you all the measurements, right? Oh, you have to miss that one. Never mind, Lorraine. For anyone who is going to miss the actual time at 2 p.m. on the 30th, you can also just watch the replay if you're registered. And I'll make that private link available to anyone who's registered. So that's another way to do it, even if you can't watch it when it's live. All right, just trying to read up from your... Trying to read all the comments, but there are so many. Hey, Laura, how are you? Well, it's nice that you're going to be in England, hey? I'm heading away this week too, but I'll be back in time for the Zoom, so that's all good. And someone's talking to Ellen, so I must have missed. Oh, there's Ellen. Hello, Ellen. That's good. Nice to see you. All right. That's the first thing is the Zoom class. I wanted to let everyone know about it. And that's the web address right there on the screen. Lookwatimade.com.au to go check it out. Okay, let me take that down so that you're not having to look at that all the time. And let's get started. So like I said, I've worked through all of these. So here's a couple of ideas. If you have run out of sketches, just so you've done all these ones and you're thinking, but I really want to have a go at another sketch, okay, what you can do is either go somewhere like Pinterest or even Google and type in card sketch, and you will get hundreds and hundreds of sketches popping up that you could try. Okay, so that's a really great way to go. Another option, though, is to turn to your catalog. Okay, and hey, Jolene, nice to see you. So in this one is about to finish. Okay, does everyone realize that this catalog is almost done? And then what you can do is you can go through and find cards that you like the look of. So I've got one here that I've flagged. Where is it? I really liked the look of this card. Really like this one. And I actually I don't have those hearts, okay, but I do have that paper, and I could do it. I could copy it, or what we call case it. Case, C-A-S-E, stands for copy and share everything, and that is encouraged. But what you can do is treat it like a sketch and then just use whatever products you would like to use in place of what they've used. I don't have that punch, so I could use any other shape that takes my fancy. Okay, so even if you don't have the exact same things, you can still use it as a sketch. All right, so there's that one. I really like this one. So keep these in your mind. I'm going to call this sketch number A. Okay, this one here with the, I won't be using a heart. I'll be using something else most likely. I could use a heart from a different set. I also really liked this. You know, this reminds me of the, what is it? Stack, shuffle and cut. I think that's what it is. Is that what it is? Does everyone remember it? I did do it as a Technique Tuesday one time, and it was really popular. But I thought about using that, and I thought that would be really nice. Okay, that's another nice idea. And then I also highlighted another one here. I liked this. I like the 3 pieces. You could use just plain paper and decorate it to your heart's content, or you could use paper. You know, paper out. You know, DSP. So there's a few different ways. So that stack, cut, and shuffle. There you go. That's what it is, Sheila. I knew what I was talking about. I just couldn't say it right. So this is C. This is B, and this one is A. Which one would you like me to do tonight? Would you like me to do A with this layout? B with this layout. Have we seen Cherie tonight? And then C with this layout. I don't think I've seen her. Hope she's okay. So they're the three that you think. So Moira said C. Leslie said B. Oh, and Monique said C as well, I think. Is that right? Then B, A. Nicole says C. Denise says B. Oh, all of them are getting a vote. Well, that's nice. I know which one is my favorite. I like them all, but I know which one I wanted to start with. I think I might even. You said you made that one. Oh, there you go. You must have liked it too. What date is your Zoom? It says 30th of, it should say 30th of May. I've got to fix that. Thank you for telling me. I will fix it immediately, or immediately this is over, because I really shouldn't be doing that whilst. Where does it say March? Where does it say March? Where did I put that? I see. It's fixed. I've saved it and it's changed. Thank you very much. Yeah, it said May up the top. The first 2 times I talked about it, it said May, and then the third time I hadn't changed it from March. I was trying to be sneaky and fast and efficient and use some of the same text. So I just copied some of it from the March one, and that's what happened. See, that's what happens when you try and be. You think I want C? Actually, that's not right, Leslie. The one may have to just do all 3. I did think about doing that, Sheila. Maybe we do that. All right, so shall we do them in order? Let's do them in reverse order. I'm on this page, so let's do C first, and then let's see how we go with the others. And I'm deciding with this one, we can choose any paper that we like. It really doesn't matter. I'm thinking I might do some with new products and some with older products, maybe. I do actually have these butterflies, which are these ones here, but I'm thinking something different might be nice. Something else. Anyone got any thoughts? We could do flowers. This is new from the Impressions of Bloom, although a couple of the videos I have pre-recorded for while I've been away use this set. I do find I'm getting quite a lot of use out of it. We've got cheers and sips, and we could do little lemon or orange slices if we wanted to. Orange, lemon, and lime, one of each. We could do that. That might look good. So there's some really fun, cool things. This is also an online exclusive, I think. I hope I've got that right. I'm still working my way out around the things. This would also be really nice. I wonder if this is still current. Autumn to Remember. Let me see if this set is still around, because it might be one of the ones that is on the last chance list. And if it is, what's it called? Autumn to Remember. Let me see if I can find it. Well, it's not in there, so it must have gone. Oh, it's gone, guys. But the Autumn Leaves set is still there. That's this one, which has a similar leaf in it. So I could do something with this if I wanted to. So we've got lots of choices. We have so many choices. The Autumn Leaves stamp set is half price, $21 instead of $42. So that's a really good price. I know the Impressions of Bloom is so much fun, Leslie. It's a really good one, and I've used it a few times as well. Thanks for telling me, Susie. I've changed that to May now, so hopefully there's no other complaints. I just need someone to proofread. I need you guys to proofread my posts. That's what I need. Yeah, it's a really good set. I agree. All right, I'm just looking to see if there's any other really fun images that I could use. The other thing is I could use like I've just had an idea. I am using this one again next week, but you could also do something like this and then split that up into 3, and then you'd have a scene like over 3 panels. So that would look nice. This is called Peaceful View. It's new in the catalog that comes out next Tuesday. Can you believe it? It's next Tuesday. It's almost here. How exciting. We could also use sketch butterflies. So those are really nice. We could use mushrooms with a mushroom punch. We could do that. That'd be fun. We could use hearts from the Hearts of Elegance. So like these, and little roses and things like that. So there's lots and lots of choices. You love the tree stamp. Oh, I know the big one. This is lovely, isn't it? It's a really good one. This was my prize patrol too. So Suzanne and I must have had the same prize patrol number. Where's Cherie? Did I see her? Hello. Oh, that's nice. Hello, hello. Do you mean timeout as in like the naughty corner, or do you mean timeout as taking some time for yourself? Which kind of timeout do you mean? Because it could be either. Let's be honest, right? Could be. All right. Now there is in the new catalogue a really nice example of using this over the top of one of the scenes from the beautiful gallery paper, and that's really beautiful, and that would look lovely. But I think maybe I'll grab a new paper. I think I'll do that and something simple. I've got so many lovely new papers. It's just so hard to choose. Let's try some Impressions of Bloom paper. And I'm thinking we could go with the Fresh Freesia. That would be really nice. We could go with the Old Olive, but that's quite dark. So I'm thinking I don't want it to be too dark. And I've also got Pool Party in there. Got Strawberry Slush. The Strawberry Slush is really beautiful. That's really lovely, this paper. And we've also got some Darling Duckling. That's really nice. These papers are lovely, just so nice. Look how nice these colours. Aren't they good? And on the back you've got that green, so it's really lovely. All right, but I'm thinking one of these. And I'm going to keep this handy so I can kind of keep an eye on the sketch. And I'm going to choose, thinking. Maybe I should go with the yellow just to try something. I haven't played with the yellow a lot, to be honest, the Darling Duckling. And I think maybe that might be nice. Oh, I've just thought of one. There's some beautiful paper that has like, it's a cloud cover. And it's got like lots of little, here it is, found it. It's in the celebratory sips paper. And it's here. And it's got this cloud cover on it. And that's really nice. Let's try this. So cloud cover is like this is a new color. This is like a blue, it's like a blue-gray, very like light blue-gray. And it's somewhere between the two. And it's really nice. And it looks really, really good with the Secret Sea, which is the very dark charcoal blue. So I'm thinking about doing that. And I'm going to start with, so let's do some new colors. That seems like a fun thing to do. And I've got some cloud cover paper. So does everyone know that we have double rewards points on right now? So if there is anything you're wanting to get from any of the new, the current catalogs, or there's something that you need, maybe you're trying to get in on cardstock before it goes up in price, you'll get double rewards this yesterday and today. So sorry. So let me say that again. Today and tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Goodness me. Yes, today and tomorrow is what I'm trying to say. Find my bone folder. And this is going to go on here. So in the sample, they've got a piece that goes to one side, and it looks like it's probably, let me see, about here to about here. All right, let me see how long that is. And then we're at about, so I'm just copying from here. Okay, so about there. Okay, so that's about 9 centimeters. All right, let's try and see how that looks, this piece. about there. Now we're going to cut it into 3. Now, if I'm going to put a gap between it, and I've just realized I want it to be a little bit shorter, because by the time I put the gap in and move the pieces apart, it's going to spread it out a little bit more. So, right, now those are 3 equal pieces. And what have I got here? I've got just short of 12, so I'm going to do them a smidgen under 4 centimeters, and that's going to be about right. Like so. And then this is going to go here, here, and here. So we're going to end up with a card that looks completely different from the original, and that's exactly what I want. I don't want it to be necessarily recognizable, but that's how it's going to sit. Look at you all chatting to each other. That's so nice. So here's the plan for while I'm away. I have pre-recorded some videos. I've got 3 next week and the 2 the week after. So I've got Technique Tuesdays every Tuesday. So I'm not skipping any of those. Then I've got Friday night sketch nights, and then I've got a scrapbooking spotlight video, because I do that the first Wednesday of the month, and I've pre-recorded all of those for you, so you can come and chat to each other, and it'll be just like normal, except I won't be live. Okay, I'll be pre-recorded, but I'm not doing any Sunday nights while I'm away. So that's the difference. So I hope that's not going to be too disappointing for anybody. I don't think I'm going to be there this Sunday night either, because I leave at the crack of dawn the following morning, and I'll probably be packing like a mad person at that point. So it's unlikely, unless I, may have a change of plans, it's unlikely I'm going to be live this Sunday. Oh, you're so welcome, Katrina. No problems at all. Because I know you guys like to get together, and I know it's important. So we try and make it happen if we can, right? I love Italian food too, Cherie. I think one day when you and I catch up in person, that's what we should do. We should go out for a nice Italian meal. What do you think? That sounds excellent. Oh, I will have a good trip. Thank you. I love aeroplanes. I love airports. It's all fun to me. All right. So they stamped on theirs, and I'm not going to. I'm thinking about using die cuts on mine. I thought that might look nice, and I could do butterflies. That would work, but I could do something else. I'm thinking, what shall we go with? We've just got so many options. So this is from the Celebratory Sips. That's what I'm looking at right there. It's a very nice set. Good, Cherie. That's excellent. I'm looking forward to it already. I am not organised, Nari, but you know what? For this, I'll tell you what happened last year. Here's a story for you. Okay, last year I was in the same situation, busy the week before, recording and doing all the things, but I left it all. I didn't do enough early in the week, and all of it got left until almost the end of the week. So I was almost on no sleep at all by the time I had to pack on the last day, and I went to bed at like 1 a.m. and I had to be up at 3. How stupid is that? Oh, my goodness. And I'm thinking to myself, it's all right. I can sleep on the plane. But who am I? I never sleep on the plane. I don't sleep usually on the plane unless, I don't know, a miracle happens. Very occasionally I might, but not usually. So, yeah. So, and then I got up at 3 because I had to be at the train. We had to leave at 4. I got up at 3 and forgot that my open suitcase was on the floor at the bottom of the bed, and fell into it, and really banged up my legs, and had to go all bruised and battered into the shower. And it was terrible. So I'm desperate for that to not happen again this year. Yeah, I wrote a list early, and I've been pottering away I tried to get one video recorded nearly every day this week. So that was my plan, and I got there. I finished yesterday. So that was good. And I've done all the Zoom class stuff, and yes, I'm doing the things. And most of what I've got left to do now is personal stuff, like getting the house ready for my house sitters and all that kind of stuff. And that takes time too. So what are we going to stick on here? You don't sleep on the plane either, Lorraine? I know, right? Yeah, there has been a lot. Flowers. Yeah, we could do flowers. I mean, we could do some really pretty die-cut flowers from the Impressions of Bloom set. I mean, I could stamp flowers or we could die-cut them. Or I could use, well, here's a thought. I'm having a thought, you guys. I could do little yachts too from the Sunrise Sailing set. Little yachts would be interesting. We could do that. But you think flowers? All leaves, says Margaret. Should we go with autumn leaves or should we go with different kind of leaves? We have lots of leaf options, which is nice. And I've got the Friends for Life set. This set's retiring too. Let me make sure it's not already gone. I'm pretty sure it's still here. Friends for Life. If I just type in the word friends and hit enter, it comes up if it's still available. So if it doesn't come up, that means it's gone. Well, the Friends for Life dies are there and the stamp set as well. And the stamp set is marked down from $44 to $26.40. So that's a good saving, that one as well. Maybe I could do some of these little ones. We actually had someone on my team group today looking for the die that matches that. That might be nice. Let's do that. What do you think? Do we like this idea? And I'm going to stick with the in color theme because I think that would be nice. And I'm going to use, here we go, I'm going to use my D block and I'm going to get my Secret C. Or should we go green? No, I'm going to go Secret C. I'm going to keep it in this. But you could do so many things. You could do anything you like, really. Will the everyday arches ever be available? Yes, they haven't been out that long, but I know a few people have been looking for them. And sometimes if you're looking for something, it's worth typing it in and seeing if the date is listed on the site because it will tell you if it's coming in. So we have, like, demonstrators can go into the inventory status report and see when something's going to be available. But if it says TBD, it means they don't know yet. And the archers, yes, TBD. They don't know when that will be in. So I can't give you an answer on that, Nori. I'm sorry. It's okay. All right, so let me grab, I'm going to use Secret C. This is a new color for me. It's a new color for everybody, actually. And I'm just going to grab some basic white card. And let's do 3 of these. All right. And then we'll get the matching dies out. And Friends for Life is a great set because I have used it so much. I'm going to be a bit sad to say goodbye to that one, actually. It's a really good set. Oh, dropping stuff on the floor. Friends for Life. There we go. All right. So it's got, you've got your big friend word, which is lovely, and you've got the thin one as well as the outline. You've got the big heart. You've got this big leaf, and then you've got this little leaf die that cuts out this stamp. And this one here is the one. All right, so I'm going to cut that out. So just bear with me a moment while I do that. I have to cut a couple of them out, 3 of them, in fact. But yeah, this is a set I will miss. I was just thinking, you know what would look really nice with this set would be a silver anything, actually, would look really nice with these colours. Secret Sea, cloud cover, and silver. That's a nice combo. All right, I'm nearly there on the third one. Okay, there we go. Those are done. So on the one that's in here, they did their butterflies like alternate, and I could do that as well, or I could put them all in the same, but I feel like probably the alternate way of doing it is quite nice. Where's the other one? There it is. Like that. Does that make sense? What do we think? Do we like that? The other option would be to put them all like all on the one side. But I feel like I think I might go that way. What do we think? Oh, the thumbs up is done? Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's still TBD. Still is. Did you lose a decade there somewhere, Leslie? All right. I'm going to put now, I'm actually going to grab my, now the blends markers in the new colors aren't out yet. And there is a, for those of you who haven't heard, there is a bit of an answer to the missing ink pad. So the cloud cover ink pad is never going to be made available to customers. That's the bad news. Okay, the good news is that they've found a fix. The problem is that the color, for whatever chemistry reason that I don't understand, because chemistry was never my subject, that I actually, sorry, I lost my train of thought because I was reading a comment. I'm so sorry. Yes, it's not stable in the foam pads, but it works okay in the felt pads. So what they're suggesting is that we buy the Stampin' Spots uninked, okay, which you can buy, and then put your re-inker into the cloud cover re-inker into the felt pad. Okay, that's what they're suggesting. The other thing that they can do, there is also a and it's probably going to sell out really quickly. There is actually like a miscellaneous spots assortment of spots, and it has a cloud cover one in it. So there you go. So yeah. So do you think that's all right? Seeing as Marilyn is offering a suggestion about which way I should do that, do you think, Marilyn, that that's good that I do it like that? I'm just going to add a bit of cloud cover. Can you see how it is blue? It's more blue. I think it's more blue than grey. It's a really pretty colour. I'm so sad they haven't been able to get the ink pad to work for them properly. And they're sad as well because obviously it's something that costs them a lot of money to not be able to release a product like that to customers. So they're not happy either. But yeah, that's how it is. Can you see what I've done there? I've just partially covered some of it with the cloud cover marker. So I'm just using, I'm not doing all of it coloured, I'm just doing part of it. So I've got some white showing as well. So my story for Monday, my husband Paul is already in Michigan and I'll be going over to see him there. So that'll be good. He'll meet me at the airport when we get there. He's been gone just over a week now. So, and while we're away, I've got my son coming for the first 5 days. He's actually arriving tomorrow. And actually, well, the first few days I'm away, and then my stepmom, my dad's widow, is coming to look after the cats for the rest of the time. So we have company for the cats, so that's good. Could you use the white? Yeah, you could. The uninked one? No, because it's a foam pad. So Moira, it wouldn't work. It's the problem is the foam pads are not holding the ink properly, and I don't understand why, but it's something to do with the makeup of the ink. Okay, so no, the white ink is a foam pad, so that wouldn't work either. Okay, so I'm going to put dimensionals behind here, and I'm looking for my mini dimensionals. Here's some here because the big ones won't fit as well. So 1, 2, and maybe 3 up the top there. Take the backs off. Oh, and now that I've got my nails done, it's harder to pick things up because you know how your nails are really thick, and yeah, it's a bit harder to craft, and that's no good. All right, so then this one gets a few. So that's where a take your pick tool can come in handy. If you can't get your fingernails under something, then maybe use the take your pick tool, and it's good if you don't have any fingernails too. It was a good thought, Moira, really good thought, but unfortunately it wouldn't work. Oh, that is sad, Leslie. I'm sorry too. And then another one here, and we'll make this one the same, leaning the same way as the first one. Probably that just 2 is enough. There we go. Like that. And we'll put that back in the die pack because these are retiring too. And then they stamp straight on to one of the, like you could stamp over this with the Secret C because it would stand out because it's quite dark and that would work. But instead, hang on, where is it? Where did I put the flaggy thing? Oh, I must have taken the flaggy thing out because that's not, where was it? Does anyone remember? I think it was in with the beautiful butterfly stuff. So here we go. Yeah, here. All right, so I could stamp straight on it, or I could do a like a circle, a small circle, and then maybe a silver one underneath it, because I'd really like the idea of adding some silver to this. I think that would look really nice. I like Cloud Cover and Secret Sea together so much. I think they're really, really pretty colors, and I think it would be really sad if they didn't release Cloud Cover at all, but they are going to release it just in a limited way. Demonstrators will be able to get the full-size pads. It'll be made available to demonstrators only, and that's starting from the 6th of May. Okay, so that's what's happening with that. What sentiment will I use? I've got this Thinking of You, which is really nice in this set. Let's see if that would fit. No, actually, that's going to be too small, and I don't want anything bigger than this. So I'm going to go with something smaller. I've got a high. I don't know. I don't really like high on a card. I'd rather hello than high. Is it just me? Or, you know, is that a silly thing? Maybe I should just go with the high. Looking for a nice little hello. Well, the Beautiful Butterflies has that nice hello, which I use a lot, actually. Hello, hello. Hello, Messy Palette. How are you? Nice to have you with us. I'm just going to stamp that. And I'm going to do it on white. Let's move that out of the way because I've got stuff everywhere now. And I'm going to do that in Secret Sea as well. On the scrap. And I'm going to cut a silver piece in the larger circle, and then I'm going to cut the smaller circle with the white and the sentiment on it. So let's do that. I've got some silver sitting right here, so that'll be lovely actually. So this is not a card I would have even thought of doing, except for the fact that this is a sketch in the, well, it's not a sketch, it's a layout in the book, and I'm copying the sketch. So it's a really cool way, if you haven't got a sketch readily available, just copy a design straight from the catalogue. Right, revenge of the fingernails. I can't get under this with these new nails, so I'm going to have to use my Take Your Pick tool. Thank goodness I've got one of them. Right, so that's going to go right there. See how nice the silver looks with this? Can you see what I'm talking about? I'm going to move that a little bit closer to this one, I think. Yep. So I'm going to use a couple of dimensionals underneath the hello. And then I think, you know, the other option, if you like a bit of ribbon, you could do, you know, that lovely white sheer ribbon with the silver edges. That would look really good as well. I'm just going to add a bit of Tombow behind this. I know those colours are great together, Linda. I agree. This is a really, really good pairing, and I can't wait to have a really good play with them. Well, that's a different design. I wouldn't have thought of that on my own. I'm glad I copied it from the book, and it's kind of cool. But it took more time than it should have because I've been rabbiting on too much. If I was going to finish this off, I would add some silver bling, and I would add some Winker Stella over some of these leaves because I like them to be glittery. I mean, who doesn't, right? And I don't know if you can even see that under the camera here. It's hard to see in the light, isn't it? I know. Can you see the glitter or can you not? Maybe a little bit. There we go. I can kind of see it. So there we go. All right, that's a simple card, but I do think it needs some silver ribbon or something. It's not, and it needs bling as well. So let's quickly add some of those on because I've got some of those right here. So some silver, and then maybe a couple of little silver ones. There we go. We'll call that done. Okay, the little silver guys make a difference, and it does look nice with the Winker Stella as well. All right, so there's a card. One card done, and with new colors too. Current products, but new colors. So there we go. It's nice to have a play. Let me just quickly clean that up. Do you know, I think I was talking about that with my friend Susan today, Cherie, about the fact that even though we love having a physical catalogue, because there's something wonderful about sitting down with a cuppa and leafing through the physical catalogue. I mean, it's fantastic. We love that, right? But I think it's really important to know now that what has changed is Stampin' Up! Has more products than we've ever had. You know, we actually have a huge selection of beautiful things that are available in our online store. Some of those things are in the annual catalogue, okay? Some of them are just online, okay? And I think it's a mindset change. It's not like the online stuff is extra stuff on top of the catalogue. It's more that we have a whole bunch of stuff. Some of it's in the catalogue, some of it's in line, and both places are equally valuable to go. So I think the physical catalogue has a place, you know, that you can sit down and enjoy, you know, leafing through it. But I think that people have to remember that a lot of the really just as good stuff is in the online store. I think there was this mindset once that the stuff that was in the online store and the online exclusives weren't as good as what was in the catalogue. They were kind of like the B products, but that's not the case anymore. You know, there's like these ones that I just showed you. These guys are online exclusives. The Sunrise Sailing set that I'm doing my Zoom class with, that's an online exclusive, and it's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So please don't think it's not worth looking at the online store to see the extra products. It absolutely is. Okay. All right. Let's do another one of these cards. I said I might do 3, but I'm going to run out of time, or we might go a little bit over time, but that's okay. So we're going in reverse order. So where's the next one? Oh, where am I going here? I'm right in the middle there. Whoa, now I've lost my place. What was the next one? What was the next one? Am I getting close? So this was the last one, so it's back the other way. This one. Okay, like a stack, shuffle, and yes. Okay, that's a bit of fun. So let's pick a couple of colors. Shall we just go with some, the colors that are here? What are they? I think this is peach pie, and this looks like strawberry slush, and that looks like pretty in pink. Those are nice, but what if I just pulled out three colors? Timid Tiger, which is like a real orange, and then the strawberry slush, and then the darling duckling. Let's use those three. So these are all brand new colors. And if you're thinking, gee, that darling duckling looks just like Daffodil Delight. No, it doesn't. Let me show you the difference. I did do this on another video a while back, but I want to show you the difference. That's the difference between the colors, okay? And you might not be able to see it very well under this lighting, but can you see it? This has definitely got more of a greeny tone to it, and this is more of a pure yellow, like a primary yellow. So this one's definitely got a little bit of a green undertone. And you can see that when you put the two of them together, but you don't see it until you put them next to each other. So just bear that in mind, that they are quite different. All right, so I'm going to cut these. I'm only going to make one card, but in fact, oh, I just realized that these are not all, oh no, they are, no, they're not all the same size. Hang on a second. Let me get my papers that are the same size. Strawberry slush and darling duckling. All right, that's better. Now they're the same size. I'm going to cut these at card front size. So at the 10 centimeter mark. And I really shouldn't go through 3 layers at once, but you can if you go up and down a couple of times. Okay, you can get away with it. And then the length is going to be 14.3. So this is card front size. I'm doing 3 pieces at once. This also works very well with DSP because DSP is thinner, but if you're going to do it with cardstock like I am, then you want to. So what I'm doing this time is I'm actually going to, so stack, cut and shuffle is pretty simple. We're just going to cut through, and you can cut anywhere. You don't have to have it at a particular angle. I'm going to go from here to here. And then this bit, I'm going to go from here to here. Like so. And some of you, I have got a Technique Tuesday video about this. This is a nice little fun technique, and it's very easy to do. All right. Having a look. Yes, a lot of customers do rely heavily on the catalogue, but I feel sad because they're missing out on lots of good stuff online. So that is really sad. And they have to, absolutely have to be online, because if they're not online, they will go out of business, because so many people do their shopping that way now. And I know not everyone does. I know that you guys, you know, a lot of you prefer a physical catalogue. I get it. I really do. But this is about Stampin' Up staying in business, because if they go out of business, where are we then? So, yeah. So I'm going to have this piece, and then this piece, and then this piece. All right. Then I'm going to, I'm never very good at doing this. All right. Then I have this piece, and this piece, and this piece. And then I'm basically mixing up all the pieces. So now we haven't got any yellow up here, so we're going to have yellow here, and we haven't got any orange here, so we're going to have orange here. We haven't got any pink here, so we have pink here. Now we have our 3 card bases, all right, all ready to go, and I'm going to put them together, and then you can stamp. So I'm not going to do all 3, And they're all, you know, it's any, many, miny, mo, which one we want, because they're all the same basically. Now you could glue this into place. That probably would be a good idea, and that way they're not going to move around on you. So let me grab a piece of white and I'll quickly glue it down. And I'm just going to measure a piece to be the same size actually. So we're going to go 10 centimeters again. You could glue them straight onto a card base, but if you want to go over the edges with your stamps, which I like to do, then you want to have a piece that is exactly the same size, just to hold them all together. All right. So let's grab our glue. Here's the glue I want. And I'm just going to zip around with this. I'm just going to use my smushy end just to spread that out a bit. Does everyone realize that Tombow has two ends? It took me ages before I knew that. All right, so this piece is going to go here. It's like doing a puzzle, isn't it? Oh, come on. So match up the corners. That's the best way to go. And the nice thing about Tombow is that you can kind of wriggle it into place. It doesn't have to be perfect straight up. The next one goes immediately below that and butts up against that first yellow piece. And matches up with the sides. And then this last one goes down the bottom here. And matches up with the corners again. Didn't quite match it up. There we go. That's better. All right, so now I've got my pieces. Okay, it's a bit similar to theirs. All right, so they've got, I haven't got the same colors, but you can see it's a similar, you know, my angle's maybe a little steeper here. They've done stars on theirs, but we can do whatever we like. We could have flowers. We could, you know, flowers from like this little flower. That'd be nice. We could do some of those. We could do some leaves. Let's see. We could do some hearts. I'm just looking to see if there's anything I would rather do, anything better. Hey, let's do butterflies on this one. Let's do those because I love these little butterflies. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Let's do those. All right. And they're a good size too. So I'm going to put that on C block. And you can do, in the case, it's up to you what colours you do, okay, for this. So quickly look it up again. Right. So they went like they've actually stamped it all together and then they cut it. So you've got the pink on the pink and the strawberry slush on the strawberry slush in that. So if you wanted the colours to match up with what's underneath, then you could do that. But we've got something else we can do that actually will work really well, and it's going to give you a nice tone on tone effect. And I like to use Versamark for this. Okay, so there are two different ways. You can stamp first and then cut. And then your stamp colours are going to match up with your bases, or you can go in with your Versamark. So I'll show you what I mean. If I use Versamark here, and I could emboss this if I wanted to, and it would look really nice, but you can actually see that it actually, in fact, I probably will emboss it, and I probably should have used my embossing buddy, but never mind, because it's not standing out enough for me. It'll stand out better on a darker colour, but not as much here. So you're probably thinking, yeah, but I can't even see them. Well, that's because it's Versamark and it's clear. But I might need I'm wondering if my Versamark might need a re-ink or a new Versamark. Now I can see them. Can you see them? But we'll see them a lot better and a lot more if we emboss them. So let's do that. We may not get to our third card tonight, but that's okay. Let's see how we go. I'm going to use my embossing additions kit. And I'm going to emboss them in clear. I'm not going to emboss them in white, I don't think. So this is clear that I've got here. I just think they'll be shiny and pretty if I do it in clear. Clear is actually my favourite embossing colour. Anyone else got a favourite colour? Followed probably by copper and white. I use both of those quite a bit. I'm dumping my powder on. Doesn't matter if it's a bit thick. You're going to, oh no, I've got a bit more up the top here. I didn't do that butterfly. So you can make it run over the top of the bits that you might have missed. All right. Let's get this back into here. I've got a few bits, but that's what this is for. You've got a brush in your kit so that you can get rid of any stray powder that is places it shouldn't be. Anyone's wondering about this, it's called the Embossing Additions Kit, and it is fabulous. And we do sell that. It comes with the tray and a little plug, and then you have the tweezers, and you have the brush, and you have the embossing buddy. I love it. Use it all the time. All right, so I'm going to get rid of these extra bits. I'm just going to flick the back of this because flicking the back also gets stray bits off. Now, when I emboss these in clear, they're just going to go shiny and darker. They're not going to be coloured in any way, but they'll look good. Just get rid of it. This is why I should have used my embossing buddy first, because I've got extra bits of powder on here, but that's okay. All right, happy with that. Now I'm going to use my tray again, and I'm actually going to put it in here, and I'm going to emboss it with my heat tool, which means I'm going to cook it. You didn't know it was a cooking class, did you? It'll take a little while for it to heat up in the first place, but once it starts to heat up, it'll be quick. You just got to get it started. The heat tool has two speeds, a low and a high. There it goes, it's starting to go now. And I usually use the high most of the time. If I was using delicate paper like vellum or tissue paper, I might switch to the low setting, but on normal cardstock, it's not a problem to have it on the high setting. Now you can see the butterflies, right? Now in the second week that I'm away, I've actually done a Technique Tuesday with my swaps because there's lots of technique on those. So I'm going to be making my swap cards to show you how I made them and the different techniques I used on those cards. So that's something to look forward to. And that's the same, that week is the week that we hand out the swap cards, or the cards get distributed, so everyone else will get to see them then too. I'm sorry I haven't looked at any comments for a while. If anyone has a question, I'll have to go back, or you can retype it. All right, that looks good. And this is why we don't need to worry. If you're going to do it this way, you don't need to worry about stamping first. Okay, it does take a little bit more time, but it's pretty nice. See how they're shiny? Isn't that cool? I've got a gap in the middle here. That's where I'm going to put my sentiment. And I'm deciding what shape sentiment. I could go with a circle, or I could go with something else. And I'm thinking, for a little bit of drama, I'm actually going to take a tiny bit off this. I'm going to take, well, it might not want to go through because I've got that extra layer of white, but let's try it. I'm going to 9.5. Yep, that worked. And I'm going to take, we'll take off the top or take off the bottom. Might take off the bottom. And we're going to go 13.8. And then I'm going to do a mat around it. I just realized it's not as many layers because I've shuffled, right? Let's see, is this the right size? It might be. Put it on a black mat because that's really going to make it stand out. Look at that. That makes it pop, doesn't it? And then we'll put this on a white card base. Now, what comments have I missed? Yeah, exactly. Some colors, you're right, girls. Some colors, it depends whether or not you like them, depends on what you're pairing them with. And sometimes, and Cherie, you're absolutely right. Wild Wheat was one of those. People didn't like the color, but then they'd see it used in something and go, oh, actually, that's pretty nice. So, all right. So this is going to go on a white card base, which I cut a little earlier before I started. And who knows where they've gone now. So, here it is. I tell you what, here's an idea. If I get time on Sunday night to go live, I will do the remaining card. I'll do the card number A that we didn't do tonight. How would that be? Looking for my bone folder. Whoop. It's all right. I've got another one here somewhere. Here we go. Get one out of my workshop bag. Right, now we still need to add a greeting to this, but this is coming together really nicely. You didn't know about the metric trimmer? Oh, you didn't? Huh. Well, there you go. I didn't know that. I didn't know you didn't know. There you go, Sheila. That's good to know. I'm glad you got the one you want now. All right. So that's looking really good. What did they use? Let's have a look here. What did they use for their... They used just a best wishes, which is from here. This is the With You in Mind stamp set. This is actually one of the $1 Million Achievers that did this one. Now, something I haven't told you about while I'm deciding what I want to have here. Something I haven't told you about is the fact that we have a starter kit special starting next week. And I do need to tell you because that one is, I think it's a really good one. It's a lot of extra value in the kit. So our kit costs, oh, what happened to my... Did I go crooked there? What happened? All right. All sorted, I think. I want to use this set. You know what would look really good if I had the time to do it, but I probably don't, is if I did it in black and embossed it in white and popped it on here. That would look really good, wouldn't it? That would look really, really good. Should I do it? So what have we got? We've got a time to celebrate, but that's a little big, but we could put that on a white banner and pop it right here and maybe do strawberry slushing because that's my darkest color. That would look nice. Maybe that's what we do. Let me grab a piece of white. And I've also got some like I've got banners that are ready to go. And I don't want to go over the butterflies too much. Like I don't mind going over one or two. But we could do that because the time to celebrate would go on this banner. In case you need me, I'm here. That would probably fit on the banner as well. Or I could do a smaller banner. I think it's too big, don't you? Let me see if I have a small banner here. I do. This is from the Stylish Shape Styles. And I could do a happy birthday and pop it right here. What do we think about that? I'm just not keeping up very well to do it. What am I? Oh, you want me to emboss? I'll do the black and emboss. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything, you girls. Okay, let's do that then. Let me grab some black. All right. And which one will I go with? I think I could go with just the hello. I mean, that's nice and small. I've got a happy birthday in the Friends for Life, this one that's retiring. Beautiful Butterflies is not retiring, okay? That's sticking around. Or I could do a thanks from the Impressions of Bloom. So many choices, right? So many. I don't know. Smaller banner. Well, I could do a circle here. That would also fit here as well. Smaller banner, yes. Leslie said smaller banner. Monique said smaller banner. Hello, happy birthday. Well, if I do a happy birthday, I think it will fit on the smaller banner, no problem. So I could do that. And a hello is always good. Always, always, always good. All right. But the happy birthday would fit nicely on this size banner. Look, it's the perfect size. Look at that. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do that in the black. Let me grab my block. And we're going to come in again with our Versamark. And this time I'm going to remember to use my embossing buddy. Hang on, there's the Versamark. There it is. There we go. All right, let's make sure that actually came out okay. Yes, it did. Get my embossing additions kit. This time I need to, I've got clear embossing powder here, so I need to go and grab my, it's not going to be close by, my white. Because the white is the one that's going to stand out on the black. Put that one away so I don't get them mixed up. And let's dump this on. Looks good. Yes, yes, we're doing the black, the white embossing on the black. There's something about these kind of what I would call these like candy colors, that when you put them with black, it looks really, really good. They really pop. And I think pink and black and yellow and black, orange and black, they all look really good with that extra contrast. So, all right, let's use our heat tool again, which should be still a bit hot from before. And I'm going to quickly cook it. Well, that looks pretty good. Okay, so it's cooked. And then I'm going to use my Stylish Shapes small banner, which is this one here. And we're going to pop this through our cut and emboss machine, and we're going to cut that out. Oh, I think I brought my plate over. Just takes a moment to get this. I want to make sure sometimes it moves a little bit, and that's when you want to probably hold it down with a post-it note or a bit of washi tape so that it ends up straight. Because they can move, and I'm wondering if this did move a tiny bit, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Not enough that I'm worried about it. All right. That looks really good, doesn't it? But it does, you know what, now I've got this little blank space here and I feel like it's going to need a ribbon. Oh my goodness. So I've got myself some black dimensionals. So I'll use those behind here. More money. I think so too, Leslie. Or was it Nari that said that? Both of you, absolutely. All right. Yeah, it does make the card really pop, right? Really pulls it together. Okay. So I'm just thinking, if I was going to do ribbon, I could use my new favorite ribbon. Now, this one is coming next week. This is the gold striped, and I would urge you to go and get some. It is so beautiful. It is just the most gorgeous ribbon, and it'll look really nice on this card. So we've got lovely, lovely things coming, and I cannot wait until May 6th to be able to order some of them. So I did start to tell you about the joining special, didn't I? The joining special will be $169, and you get 300 and, oh, I better double check the number. I think it's $303 worth of product. It's a lot. It's a lot. And so that's a really good thing to know, because if you've been looking at, rejoining, or, because if you've been a demonstrator before, sometimes people drop and then rejoin again. Quite often that happens, actually. Or if you've been wanting to join and haven't ever done it before, then this is a fantastic time. Okay, so a really, really good month to join. And I'm just looking to see if I wanted to confirm that amount for you. And of course, I cannot see it. Where is it? Nope, it's not where I thought it was going to be. Someone might be able to confirm the amount for me. All right, let me get this ribbon. Beautiful. Look how gorgeous it is. And it goes with lots of different colors because it's just gold and beautiful. I love it. And the nice thing is, if you wait until the 6th and get all that extra product, you can choose all new product and things you would have been ordering anyway, and get a bit ahead on that. And then you start getting a discount on all your orders at that point. And yes, you still get rewards. That's a big thing that people have been saying, but I want to get Stampin' Rewards. Well, you do. You get rewards as a demonstrator. I mean, how good is that? I'm deciding whether I want it on the right or the left, this ribbon. I'm kind of manipulating it so that the tails go down a little bit more. I want it to go here, but I don't want it to be on top of that butterfly. So I might just have to... I could maybe move the happy birthday up a little. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it too much with the ribbon? It's so beautiful. And black bling. I agree. Black bling. Let's go with the black bling. And we have some of that in our, what are these called? These are called neutral matte dots. And you can see I've been using all the black ones. So yes, black bling, definitely. So I'm going to have some black down here. And I'll use a couple of little guys higher up. 1 and 2. I'm just going to make this bow a tiny bit smaller. How much is the mesh ribbon, Cherie? $14. Yep. And then you get Stampin' Rewards on it. It's fantastic. So if you have an interest in joining on the 6th, you can reach out to me you can reach out to me anytime, because I am taking my computer with me and we'll be checking my email. So you can definitely ask me any questions, or you can just go to the blog and check out the Join My Team tab. And that would be good, because then you get lots of information there as well. And you can also join right there. So you don't even need me. If you don't think you need me, then that's fine. All right. What do we think? Do we like this card? Turned out nice. Oh, left-sided, you think? No ribbon, says Leslie. And no ribbon, says Monique. Just black bling, says Kerry. No ribbon, said Margaret. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have done the ribbon. People don't like the ribbon. But it's so pretty. And I just want to use it on everything. But if you don't want it, we can take it off. There we go. What do we think? There we go. So there you go. We have 2 cards we made tonight. What do we think? Do we like them? Heat the ribbon. Oh, yeah. Have you tried doing it with this one, Denise? This ribbon to see if it crinkles up? Let's have a try. Let's have a play. Because we know the white one with the silver edges does. Did you try this one too? It is my card, but I like to listen to what you guys have to say. You know, I think it's good. All right, let me try. The glass mat is heat resistant, so if anyone likes the glass mat, we sell these, and they're great. I'm just going to try it on a lower setting to see. How best to hold it? So maybe I hold it with a pair of tweezers or something. I'm only on the low setting, so I'm waiting to see if it's going to do anything. This one does too, Susie, does it? It does. Ooh. Do I need to go up to the high setting, do you think? And, okay, so how does one hold the ribbon? Do we need something to hold it down with, like, you know, tweezers or, you know, put it between two heavy things maybe? I don't know. Maybe I put, I'll just put my scissors on top of it here because I feel like I need to. How did you do it, Denise, when you did it on your video? Do it on a high setting? Yeah, wasn't doing anything on the low setting. Oh, I see it starting to move. Yeah, it's crinkling up. Ooh. Can you see it moving? So I guess you could make it go as much as or as little as you wanted. Tie a bow and then heat it. Oh, you guys are a bad influence on me. Well, a good influence, actually. So you can just do it like this and heat it so it starts to crinkle. Can everyone see how that's crinkling? Like it's changed the consistency of the ribbon. Instead of being flat, now it's all scrunchy, which is kind of fun. Look at that. That's cool. Or like the girl said, we could tie a ribbon. I've actually got a whole nother roll of this I just got, so I'm not worried about wasting it too much because I'm almost at the end of this, roll. Don't burn my fingers. I'll try not to. I haven't yet, and that's the plan, to not burn my fingers. I prefer not to do that. I do know someone that burned themselves really badly on a heat gun, like seriously deep, awful burns. All right, so let me see if I was to, and then hold it down with maybe a pair of tweezers. If I knew where my tweezers were, that would be great, but let's hold it down with just something else instead. There's my stylus here, that'll do. And let's give it a blast and see what happens. Oh, look at that. How cute. That's really fun. Oh, there it goes. You got to hold it down before you blast it. So I could just do a little bit, or I could keep going and do a lot, I guess. Well, look at my ribbon now. And I could, you know, the ends are going every which way, but I could trim them off. Do I want it to go that way? I'll go this way. That's a fun little thing. Look at that. It does. I've never tried it either. This is my first time, Monique. I've never done this before. I don't know what the right word is. So there we go. All right. So what do we think? Do we have a favorite card tonight? I think I know which one is my favorite. Card A or card B? Which one? Put that on the card. Yeah, I could. I could. And actually, it looks better than the other ribbon did because it's smaller, because we made it smaller. So let me put a glue dot behind it. And all you ribbon naysayers, do we prefer that? Look at that. That's really fun. A really fun little thing to do. You like card A, Janine? See, I prefer card B for me. I like the colours. And actually, I've used these exact 3 colours on one of my cards in the Zoom class. But I have said in the Zoom class, you can substitute with whatever you have. So if you had Daffodil Delight, Melon Mambo, or Flirty Flamingo and Pumpkin Pie, that would be fine. But these are the 3 that I chose to use to make a sunrise or a sunset. Well, the set's called Sunrise Sailing, so I guess it's a sunrise. So what have we got coming up? We've got new catalogues. It does give more dimension to the bow. It's really cute. The first one's your favorite? Yes, it is, Denise. You told me it was. I just hadn't got around to trying it. So there you go. Now I have. All right, we've gone a lot longer tonight. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm going to come back to me. Here I am. Like I said, I went and put a jumper on tonight because I was so cool. And this is a cold room. So, yeah, tonight it's definitely getting closer to winter, isn't it? So, things coming up. We've got new catalogue and new online exclusives next Tuesday. Everything's new coming out. I am offering again, I haven't announced it anywhere else, but I am going to be offering again, as I did last year, a special little surprise in the craft along packs as a trip incentive. So last year I did, what did I do? In Mexico, I bought little key rings for everyone, little Mexico key rings. The year before we did those wooden emblems from Norway. This year I'll do something that is Disney themed, so look out for that. And that will be in the orders of everyone who orders with me between the 6th, okay, the first day the catalogue goes live, and which is the day after I leave. That's the day I arrive over there. So so from between the 6th and the 21st, the 20th or 21st. Yeah, 21st is better. Okay, so if you would like to be placing orders over $60 during that time, you will see that in your craft along pack as an extra next time, little surprise. So I hope you've had a lovely night. That's so good. That's so good, Monique. I'm glad you enjoyed it tonight. It was almost Technique Friday. Yeah, it kind of was, wasn't it? But hey, I've got to make up for the fact that I'm going away and leaving you guys all alone. I'm so sorry. But there's lots to watch while I'm away, so I have pre-recorded those things for you. We've got the Zoom class coming up on the 30th. The next craft along will be the 29th. So there's lots of fun things. And don't forget the starter kit special that starts on the 6th. That is going to be fantastic for anyone who's been thinking about jumping in, or even if you've never thought about it and you need to start thinking about it because you'd like to get a discount. If you've got a lot of stuff you want to buy, this is a great time to do it when there's a new catalogue to be had. So that's super cool. Thank you very much, you guys. Now, all of you have a great weekend. Like I said, I may or may not be live on Sunday night. If I am, I'll put up an announcement earlier in the day. Otherwise, I will see you soon, and you'll see photos of me doing fun things while I'm away. I'm planning on posting videos and photos while I'm gone. So I will miss you all, and I hope that you all have a great weekend, and I should say a great couple of weeks. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.